In this recording, we shall keep in mind the topic of gender discrimination in India, particularly. Okay, so previously we have discussed a few things regarding the usage of the word gender, the relevance of the term, then how it originated, then the uh, cofactor, covariant of the term gender, that is sex, and the study areas, that is the gender studies. Then we have also discussed a few more theoretical aspects of gender. So we have had quite elaborate discussion on the concept of gender. In this session, what we'll do is we'll focus specifically on the practice of gender discrimination in India. Okay, so basically, uh, how do we understand gender discrimination? Okay, so it refers to lesser than equal treatment to women in terms of many spheres of public and domestic life, like job availabilities, wages paid, and growth prospects in their professional lives when compared to men. Okay, and this is more prevalent and applicable in India. Okay, because the familial laws, the family life is quite controlling, quite strict, and a bit stringent for women. Okay, it is not so in the case of men. So keeping that in mind, these are quite some factors which decide upon this discriminatory social evil, social practice called gender discrimination. Okay, and in Indian subcontinent, as we said, that social rules are stricter for women. And why is it strict? So that because women are expected to be subordinated to the male benefactors within quotes. Okay, within the family, like pre-marriage scenario, they are expected to be subordinated to their fathers, or if there are male heads in the family, like the uncles, the grandfathers. Okay, they are subordinated, expected to be subdued and subordinated and obedient to these male heads, right? Then post marital scenario, they are generally expected to be obedient to all the in-laws. Why is it so? When you say in-laws, they are all the people who are related to one important male head in the lives of women called husband. So through this male head, all the other relatives, irrespective of they are elder to a woman or even younger to a woman, even children from the in-laws family, so to all of them, women are generally expected to be subordinated, obedient, and show the attitude of servitude. Okay, so behave in a manner of rendering service to these male heads. Okay, then yes, even in premarital scenario, if especially the brothers are elder, even women are expected to be subordinated to those male heads as well. Okay, and post marital scenario, joint family is one of the major propounding platform. It's a major propounding uh, space where gender discriminatory practices are most followed, most practiced in India, especially. Okay, then girls are groomed to be good housewives than being groomed as becoming successful professionals outside. Okay, So then you have the discrimination at the outset before we blame marriage and post marital scenario, the husband and the in laws, the basic discriminatory practices. So these discriminatory practices in the name of gender, they are practiced right from home and also at school level, wherein sports facilities are more encouragingly and enthusiastically provided to a son than to a daughter, right? And also at schools more to boys than to girls. Okay, so then we also have few problems associated with women employees, which also involve few practices of gender discrimination, right? And why it is practiced so against women? Because there are certain reasons why women are discriminated in job place, in their professional spheres. Because as we previously discussed, nature also has helplessly meted out upon some injustices among one gender over the other, right? So the first reason among which is that women generally take longer leaves. For example, the maternity leaves, right? Which begin with the shortest duration of 3 months, sometimes extended to 6 months, and also sometimes, if it is without pay, they are even uh, transformed into 1 year of unpaid leave. So, keeping this in mind, many employees have second thoughts before hiring women employees, especially the recently married and young women employees. Okay, and women, the second reason for discrimination against women in professional sphere is they cannot work for long hours or extra hours like men can afford to do so because they have other commitments at home. Home being generally the sphere of women, domestic sphere assigned to women, women have more unwritten responsibilities, unspoken and unsaid commitments towards home, that is their domestic sphere, than their professional spheres. Okay, so keeping this in mind, since they cannot work harder and spend, they work harder, including all the works they do in a day compared to men, but they cannot devote exclusively the time of longer working hours, longer duration to their official work, professional work, like how men can do, because they have multiple responsibility to be taken care of in their domestic sphere. Okay, and it so happens that both physically women are weak, and also they are endowed with so many multiple responsibilities, commitments at their domestic sphere. They cannot work under pressure most of the times, and hence it is deemed that they are not fit for undertaking tough jobs. Okay, then women do raise problems at the workplace, right? Like they claim for equal gender rights, and they claim little incentives, they claim little relaxation of time and number of working days and hours. Okay, and they also kind of mm, address the problems if if there is a kind of implicit violence against women at workplace. If they are women employees, there are more such issues at workplace. So keeping all this in mind, it so happens that many times they are not appointed, women are not appointed at many workplaces. Okay, and women are moreover considered to be more apt and befitting in other industries like hospitality industry, due to many factors, like usually they are considered to have more sincerity, integrity and non corrupt attitude when it's compared to men. Okay. And women these days have also started taking up jobs at IAS, IPS, and airlines. Okay, these are the recent developments. Okay, wherein women have fought against the discrimination meted out against them, and they have come out to these many spheres. Whereas they also avoid certain kinds of jobs, or rather, women are not taken in certain kinds of jobs which deal with chemicals, fertilizers, railways, steel plants, transports, etc. because it demands them to stay out of home at odd hours. It calls for their safety, and to take safety measures for women, a few other people like securities might have to be appointed. So, keeping all this in mind and cutting the cost of all this hiring of other security employees, women are not generally appointed in these spheres. Okay, and it so happens that in some industry like agricultural industry, generally women are paid lesser compared to the men employees, right? And it is also claimed that women have less productivity in work, especially when it comes to physical work. So that also being another reason. And when it comes to dress code also, women tend not to adapt it very easily, whereas men can adapt it very easily. So that is the reason, one more reason why gender discrimination against women is meted out at workplace. Okay, and also families play a larger role in not permitting women to work at night shifts. Okay, and the workplaces which are away from home, for their own safety, also to reduce the tension and responsibility of the family itself, of taking care and worrying about these outgoing women. Okay, so, and keeping that in mind, women are considered not suitable for outdoor and travel oriented jobs. Okay, and moreover, women's earning in a family, okay, is generally treated as a supplementary income, supplementary earning, and not predominant or basic need for the family, providing for the basic financial, contributing for the basic financial scenario of a home. Okay, so keeping this in mind, women's jobs or professions are not prioritized so much at the outset. So these are some of the age old as well as the novel concepts when it comes to gender discrimination against women in India.